Hi, this is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Sprott Natural Resource Symposium in Vancouver 2014. I have with me Fred Hewett of International Northair Mines. I'm going to give you two publicly traded symbols. The first one is INM on the TSX Venture and INNHF on the OTC markets. Fred, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you very much for having us, Shelley.
It's good to have you. Let's get into it a little bit. Tell me about what the company does first, and then we'll see where we go.
Okay, well, International Northair Mines is a company that's been around a long time in Vancouver. We are a silver explorer, and our main focus is in the country of Mexico, and we believe we have probably one of the best undeveloped silver projects in Mexico.
You know, Mexico, to me, always means silver, and I always go back to, boy, there's silver in them thar hills, Make a long story short,
Right.
When you started in this project, how far along have you come? Let's say, I don't know, you say you've been in business a long time. I mean, how long?
Well, I've been in the business myself for, I shouldn't tell you this, but 45 years. But
You started from kindergarten, right?
Thank you. But this project is really different. It's gone from 0 drill holes, which is very unusual on a mineral property. In 4 years, we've drilled off a minimum of 50 million ounces that is open pittable by, mineable by open pittable means. It's very different from a lot of the projects in Mexico because they are the narrow, high-grade veins. We have a very large bulk tonnage target, so we feel we're quite different than a lot of our competitors.
That is different
Right.
from what I've been hearing, especially lately.
Yes.
But it's the kind of project that majors look for.
We think so. We have had producing mines in the past, so we know the difficulties in putting a mine into production. We know it's not simple, and presently in this market environment, it's very difficult to raise money. So we've had a lot of interest from majors, and we'll see what happens in the future.
So how does the price of silver kind of affect your ongoing daily activities in the mine, and getting the resource to production?
Well, it mainly impacts us in raising money, but we've been successful in doing that. We've had some big supporters. One of our biggest supporters is Coeur Mining, which is a major U.S. mining company. A project the size of the La Cigarra project, which is the one I'm talking about, will be impacted. If silver goes too low, it would not be economic because we're looking for a large open pit silver deposit. But certainly at the present silver price environment, I think we'd have a very good chance of having a profitable mine.
So why are you at this conference?
A couple of reasons. Actually, Sprott is a shareholder through one of their funds, so that's a positive thing. We also find that the clientele that come to this conference are a little bit above the average conference attendee, and we find some very good contacts at a place like this.
Now, from the moment you said the name of the company, I wanted to know, where did the name Northair Mines come from? You got to have something behind it.
Well, I do, but I have to give credit to our founder, whose name is Donald McLeod. He is the chairman of International Northair Mines, and the company's been in existence since 1966. And one of its first projects, it did have an airborne geophysical division. So International Northair Mines just evolved from that.
So if you had a crystal ball, where do you think the company's going to be 2015, 2016?
I think we will have just finished a couple of very significant drill programs. I think we'll be producing a maiden PEA on the project, leading to a pre-feasibility. And I think we'll be able to tell the public that we have significantly more potentially profitable silver ounces than have published to date.
Now, what's your personal background?
I graduated from the University of British Columbia, which is in Vancouver. I'm a geological engineer, and I've been working in the business, as I say, for 45 years. I've worked all over Canada, the United States, and Latin America.
So, Fred, let me ask you, who's in your neighborhood? Usually there are some very well-known companies that are contiguous or near your properties.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, Shelley. There's two very large mines called San Francisco del Oro and Monte del Oro. They are to the south, and they are owned by major Mexican mining companies. Not something that would be recognizable on the exchange, but they're very large companies, and they've been in production for 500 plus years. So they're big mines. The names that the viewers might recognize, Silver Standard has a property relatively close to us. Go Gold is just putting a mine into production in Perel. So those are probably the two name players in the area.
How large an area do you have?
Our property holdings now are 32,000 hectares. Now, to our American viewers, that probably doesn't mean much, but it's a very large land position. And we started at 300, so we've gone from 300 to 32,000.
Now, for more information, what is your website so we can send our viewers?
Our viewers should click on www.internationalnorthair.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Hewett, International Northair Mines. I'm going to give you two trading symbols, INM on the TSX Venture and INNHF on OTC markets. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive. We're at the Sprott Natural Resource Symposium here in Vancouver 2014. Fred, I want to thank you for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you very, very much for having us. We appreciate it.
It's good to have you.
Thank you, Shelley.